It was another scorcher around East Tennessee, and that is the trend all the way through Friday with a little bit more seasonable weather on the way as we head into the upcoming weekend and into next week. With a cold front on the way, giving us our greatest opportunity for seeing some pretty good showers and maybe some thunderstorms as we round out the week as we track a cold front. Let's talk about your evening forecast. It's a scorcher out there, my friends. Temperatures right now in the 90s. We're going to stay in the 90s all the way through about 8 o'clock this evening, dropping down into the mid-80s by about 10 o'clock here this evening. So a nice muggy evening ahead of us. Now, as we head into our 4th of July, let's talk about it. Yes, the Storm Prediction Center has put us under a level 1 risk for some isolated strong thunderstorms. I'm not anticipating a whole lot, but as we get into the 5, 7, and 9 o'clock hour, we could see some showers and thunderstorms mainly across the northern plateau. I don't anticipate a whole lot of activity for thunderstorms anyways throughout the day on tomorrow anyways for the 4th of July. So watch this little piece of energy after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe a stray shower throughout the day, but not expecting a whole lot. Those are the storms we're going to be watching closely as we get into the 5, 7, and 9 o'clock hour tomorrow night. So something to keep in mind. But you can clearly see it's not going to add up to a whole lot. So again, it's going to be a hot and muggy day around East Tennessee. We start the morning off with temperatures in the 70s. As we progress through the day, we're going to see those temps climb back to the low to mid 90s. But those heat index values, as dew points continue to come up, will be in the hundreds, low 100s anyways around the area, with a possibly up to 106 degrees for a feels-like temperature in Chattanooga. So as we progress through the evening hours and the fireworks forecast, 6 o'clock still toasty at 93, 8 o'clock at 89. Sun goes down, temperatures drop into the low 80s, but we're still going to have to contend with the air that you can wear. Yes, super muggy and sticky conditions expected. And use some heat safety as we head out and about throughout the day tomorrow and also into our Friday. Speaking of Friday into Saturday, we do have a risk for maybe a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms across the Tennessee-Kentucky border as we track the cold front, which will elevate our rain chances and opportunity. It shuts down as we get into the weekend. Then we'll just see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms next week. But generally speaking, we're not looking at a whole lot of rainfall over the next several days. Actually, we'll pick up our timeline Thursday morning on our Futurecast model. And that's a little piece of energy we'll have to watch for some afternoon and early evening thunderstorms across the plateau. But here comes our cold front that's going to be swinging its way into the area on Friday. So Friday morning, we're likely to start off on the dry side. Winds will be on the increase, but then here come those storms as we get into the afternoon. So our greatest chance for seeing some showers and thunderstorms comes through on our Friday. And that's going to lead to some, not a ton of rain, but at least a little bit of rainfall around the area by, say Friday night, Saturday morning. Many of us could pick up about 1/4 of an inch of rain. That's going to be about the extent of it. The reason why it's so hot is because we've got this ridge of high pressure that's dominating the southeastern U.S. But as our cold front in this trough swings its way across the high plains in the upper Midwest, it's going to squash this ridge of high pressure down a little bit further to our south, which will bring us more seasonable weather. This cold front also does bring us some slightly drier air. High dew points out ahead of the cold front. Cold front comes on through. Come on! And starts to dry the air out a little bit on Sunday and Monday. And I think those are going to be the two best days and the best feeling days. Why? Because dew points are going to drop from the 70s and back into the 60s, but then come right back into the 70s as we get into the middle part of next week, which also will shut down our heat index values. So a lot of heat around the region throughout the day on Thursday for the 4th of July, Friday as well. We're still talking heat indices to round out the week, pushing close to 100 degrees. But watch this. This is that drier air. It swings its way into the area, and that's going to shut down a lot of the heat indices as we get into Saturday. So Saturday is going to be a hot day, but maybe not as humid as what we're going to contend with what we felt today, tomorrow, and even on into our Friday. Temperature trend, we're also trending a little bit more seasonable as we get into next week. Maybe in the mid-80s by next Wednesday. That would be nice. And low temperatures are going to be at or slightly above average, so low temperatures, just those solid summertime muggy mornings ahead of us. We may be trending above average, actually, as we get all the way through the middle part of the month, July 17th. The Climate Prediction Center is predicting the possibility of above average temperatures. Speaking of above average, how about the hurricane season so far? Yeah, we've been talking about Beryl, and it's moving its way through the Caribbean towards the Yucatan Peninsula and maybe somewhere between Mexico and Texas. Why? There's two scenarios. The stronger this ridge of high pressure, the further west it is, the further south Beryl goes. If this is a little bit weaker and a little bit further to the east, Beryl may curve its way northward towards the state of Texas. So we're going to be watching that one closely if you're interested in watching the tropics whatsoever. And join us on social media as well. Hey, by the way, if you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, it's a great tool to have in your back pocket right there at your fingertips. It's 100% free. Just go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, and search EastTN Weather, all one word. You get your daily forecast weather updates, 1 Minute with Witcher. You get all these weather updates, which, by the way, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m., noon, 5 p.m., and 9 p.m., which leads me to tell you that the next weather update is coming up tonight, 9 o'clock. Your bedtime weather, so just check that before you head off to bed. Wake Up with Witcher starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, bright and early on our Thursday, Monday through Friday anyways. We take the weekends off for now anyways. But in the meantime, I sure hope you have a great evening and just kind of use some heat safety here over the next couple of days. Have a wonderful, safe 4th of July if I don't see you, and travel safely. We'll see you back here soon.